Hi, welcome to Crank It Up. I'm Eric, and today we're going to be talking about ranged weapons. There are two types of non-magical ranged weapons, missile and thrown. Both types have 4 range bands, point blank, effective, long, and extreme. Missile weapons would be either drawn or mechanical, such as bows or crossbows. These have range bands that are fixed regardless of one's strength. Thrown weapons, such as knives or ninja stars, have range bands that vary based on the load of the individual who is doing the throwing. I'm going to run an example of my gray elf using both types of weapons. He'll have a heavy longbow and a pair of throwing knives. I didn't calculate these items' weight earlier because this is only an example and I don't plan on him using ranged weapons. Although in practice it would be a good idea to have some kind of range and melee skill to give yourself options in combat. We'll give the bow a skill of competent at 19% and the knives a novice skill at 9%. In addition, you'll be adding your coordination and perception modifiers to your attack rolls. The heavy longbow has a pull rating of 100 pounds. In order to be able to use this bow, my load and skill must meet and exceed the pull rating. With my load at 82 and my skill at 19, I'm at 101, which means I can barely wield this weapon. The range of the bow is set at 10, 60, 100, and 225 yards. My chances to hit would depend on the range band, and the damage of the arrow slowly decreases as it travels, which makes sense since it would be slowing down. The throwing knives only have a novice skill at 9%, and since my load is only 82 pounds, my ranges are 8 yards for point blank, 20 at effective, 41 at long, and 82 yards at extreme. Throwing weapons have a better modifier for hitting at point blank than missile weapons. For throwing knives, the first 2 range bands share the same damage, but then it starts to decrease. Ranged weapons in MML is an excellent example of how this system uses common sense. In most game systems, like D&D, the range band of your daggers would be either 20 or 60 feet. In MML, having your load affect your range bands add a bit of variability in that you don't know how far your opponent can throw a dagger effectively. However, you'll still be able to employ sound battle tactics with the use of the range bands on the missile weapons. So, until next time, let's shut it down.